Prince Harry trembles in fear after Britons threaten to attack him on upcoming UK trip. It's hard to imagine Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, trembling in fear. We've seen him grow up under the world's watchful eyes. He handled royal duties with grace and now navigates a life of independence in California with his family. But recent reports claim something unsettling. Prince Harry fears for his safety as tensions rise ahead of his upcoming trip to the UK. How did it come to this? Why is one of the most famous royals feeling so threatened by his own people? Grab a cup of tea because this story is about to take you on a whirlwind journey of family feuds, royal protocol, and a country that's far from forgiving. For years, Prince Harry was seen as the fun-loving, relatable royal. He had a cheeky smile, an adventurous spirit, and even donned his army fatigues to serve on the front lines. He was the people's prince. But that image didn't last forever. In recent years, his departure from royal duties alongside his wife, Meghan Markle, sent shockwaves through the British public. Megxit, as it was dubbed, was just the beginning of a much deeper rift between Harry and his homeland. Was it just a young prince breaking free of royal chains? Or was there something more? Britons, passionate about their royal family, saw his exit as a betrayal. Not only had Harry stepped back from royal duties, but interviews and tell-all documentaries that followed painted the royal family in a less than flattering light. His memoir Spare threw gasoline on an already blazing fire. Suddenly, the British public wasn't so forgiving. Harry's criticisms of royal life hit hard. For many Britons, the monarchy represents tradition, pride, and stability. To hear a former senior royal airing dirty laundry on global platforms felt like a direct attack on the institution itself. Royal watchers around the world started to speculate. Will the Duke of Sussex ever be welcomed back into the royal fold? But perhaps more pressing was the question, how will the British public react when Harry sets foot on UK soil again? The answer became increasingly clear as voices of discontent grew louder. Social media exploded with heated debates, not just about Harry's choices but about whether he should even return to the UK. Some Britons felt betrayed, others were indifferent, and a small but vocal group made their opinions known in a much more alarming way, by making threats. It's no secret that public figures often face criticism, but Prince Harry's situation seems to have escalated beyond typical royal controversy. According to sources close to the Duke, several Britons have threatened his safety ahead of his upcoming visit to the UK. For someone who was once adored, these threats hit hard. Can you imagine how it must feel to fear returning to the very country you once called home? One anonymous online group reportedly issued warnings, claiming they would make him pay if he ever set foot back in Britain. While it's impossible to know how serious these threats are, they've clearly rattled Harry, who is said to be taking extra security precautions. This, of course, raises a broader issue. How did things spiral so far out of control that a prince of the realm now fears for his life in his own country? It's no secret that the British tabloids have played a massive role in shaping the public's perception of Harry and Meghan. From day one, the couple was under a relentless media spotlight, often portrayed in less than favorable ways. Tabloid headlines painted Harry as a rebellious prince, out of touch with royal traditions, while Meghan was branded as the villain who tore him away from his family. But could the media also be responsible for fanning the flames of hostility towards Harry? When the media latches onto a royal story, it doesn't just report. It creates a narrative. And in Harry's case, that narrative became divisive. Every misstep, every interview, every public appearance was analyzed and scrutinized to the point where Britons were either with him or against him. There's no denying that Prince Harry's relationship with the UK is fractured. But as with all family disputes, there's always hope for reconciliation. For some Britons, Harry is still their beloved prince who simply made mistakes. For others, his actions have burned bridges beyond repair. Despite the threats, Harry's trip could be a chance for healing. A heartfelt appearance might change public opinion. Princess Diana showed us how a royal can win back the public's love after a scandal. Is this Harry's chance to do the same? The debate on Harry's security is ironic. He lost taxpayer-funded security when he stepped back from royal duties. He worried about his family's safety without royal protection. Now, threats are making security a big issue again. Harry plans to increase his private protection team during his visit. But will it ease the fear? Royal insiders say Harry hasn't prepared for the emotional toll of these threats. The fear of harm from his own people is deeply affecting him. So, where does this leave Prince Harry? Will he visit the UK, or will threats stop him? Royals, like anyone, can be deeply affected by danger. Perhaps the bigger question is if these threats will change Harry's relationship with the UK. Will he retreat further into his US life, or will it spark a reconciliation? Only time will tell how Prince Harry's story unfolds.
His next UK trip will be closely watched.
Will he mend his relationship with the UK, or will threats push him away? What do you think? Should Prince Harry be worried, or is the media exaggerating?
Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the latest royal news. This story is a glimpse into the complex world of the modern monarchy. Stay tuned, the royal drama is far from over. Family drama can get messy, and the British royal family is no exception. Prince Harry's situation might seem unique, but we've all faced family disagreements. Imagine having your family feuds aired for the world to see. Behind palace doors, the question remains: will Prince Harry's family stand by him as threats loom, or has the distance between them grown too great to repair? King Charles still cares for his son, but their relationship is strained. The king focuses on the monarchy's reputation, not personal ties. William, Harry's brother, has also taken a reserved stance, avoiding public reconciliation efforts. But can time heal these wounds? Family, including royal members, often stick together when things get tough. The upcoming trip could be the icebreaker needed to restore peace, or it could drive a wedge deeper. Britons are eagerly watching to see what role Harry's family will play in the saga's next chapter. Here's where things get tricky. Prince Harry is still beloved by some who sympathize with his decision to step away from the royal family. On the other hand, his public image has taken a beating, making him seem like an outsider to many. Can Prince Harry ever restore his reputation in the UK, or is he forever marked as an outsider? Public opinion is very powerful, and Harry's actions will have big effects. Some see him as a symbol of change, ready to stand up for what he believes. Others see him as a source of division, airing family issues publicly. But Harry has time on his side. Just like we've moved past other royal scandals, we might do the same with Harry's. He needs to be careful in his next steps to win back the public's favor. Prince Harry has always had a tough time with the media. From the paparazzi during his mother's life to his battles with tabloids, he's never been happy. He blames the media for many of his and Meghan's problems. But does cutting ties with the press only make things worse? In today's world, royals can't escape the media. The press shapes Harry's story, whether he likes it or not. The question is how he'll handle this delicate relationship. There's a fine line between controlling the narrative and exposing oneself too much. Harry and Meghan's Netflix series and interviews have given them a platform. But they've also opened themselves up to more scrutiny. Finding the right balance between public transparency and private life will be a big challenge for Harry. Prince Harry's situation affects the monarchy's future. The royal family, with centuries of tradition, faces challenges like never before. Modern royals must navigate media, public opinion, and personal freedom, with high stakes. If Harry's fears of returning to the UK show anything, it's the balance the royal family must find. They must keep their traditional role while adapting to changing public views. With growing Republican sentiment, the monarchy must prove its relevance today. Harry's role reflects the broader challenges they face. Will the British monarchy survive this new era of scrutiny, or is it crumbling from within? Harry's story speaks to universal themes: the pressures of public life, the struggle for personal freedom, and family relationships. Whether we sympathize with Harry or not, we can all relate to his emotions. He faces fear, uncertainty, and hope, just like we do. Have you ever felt torn between doing what's expected and following your heart? For Harry, this conflict is huge, affecting him on a global scale. His story is a constant battle between tradition and modernity, loyalty and independence. His emotions, fear, uncertainty, hope, are universal, something we can all understand. As Prince Harry prepares for his next trip to the UK, his journey is far from over. His decisions will be crucial, not just for himself but for the monarchy. Whether he reconciles with the British public, his family, or continues on his own path, his choices will be pivotal. But beyond the royal drama, there's a lesson for all of us. Life is full of tough choices, fear, and opportunities for redemption. Prince Harry's story reminds us that our journey defines who we are, even when the road ahead is uncertain. Now it's your turn. What do you think lies ahead for Prince Harry? Will he mend ties with the UK, or is his relationship with the public too damaged to repair? Let us know in the comments below, and follow along for the latest updates in this ongoing royal saga. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Prince Harry's world, don't forget to share this article with friends and family. Stay connected for more royal updates, and let's keep the conversation going about what the future holds for the Duke of Sussex. Prince Harry is caught between two worlds. He was born into a royal life with old traditions and duties. Now, he wants to live freely, raise his family, and find personal fulfillment away from royal pressures.
This struggle is something many of us can understand.
It's about balancing tradition and family expectations with our own dreams. Prince Harry faces this challenge with every decision he makes.
His journey is watched by the world.
Every move is analyzed and criticized. Can he find peace between these two worlds, or will he have to choose one? Prince Harry has become a voice for mental health, showing that it's okay to talk about it. His openness about therapy and emotional struggles has helped many. It shows that mental health is just as important as physical health. Being in the public eye has taken a toll on Harry's mental health. He has talked about the pressure of royal life, where emotions are often hidden. His mother, Princess Diana, faced similar struggles, which motivates Harry to speak out. Stepping away from royal life has helped Harry's mental health. But the upcoming UK trip shows that the emotional burden of being a royal still exists. What can we learn from Harry's mental health journey? His story teaches us that mental health is crucial. It's important to make tough decisions and face public scrutiny for our well-being. In a world that demands a lot, how do we put our mental health first? It's impossible to talk about Prince Harry without mentioning Meghan Markle. Their love story has captured the world, but it's also been filled with controversy. Meghan faced attacks from the British press, often based on racism and classism. The couple chose to step back from royal life for their love and family.
This decision was about self-preservation.
But it came with both positive and negative consequences.